So if you were here earlier, you caught that this is a workshop. Some of the students requested a workshop as part of the bass forum series to learn how to play walking bass. So that's what we're going to do today. My question to you guys is, what is walking bass? When I say walking bass, what do you think of? Okay, right. What else?
Jazz.
Okay. It's not a right or wrong answer thing, I think. You guys can just throw them out there. Those are two pretty much on the money. And he hears a sound. He hears a style.
It's just improvising around a chord.
That's definitely a big component. Okay. What else?
Keeps the band together.
Keeps the band together. Keeps them solid and moving. Katie. Huh?
Fill in.
Fill in?
Yeah, it's kind of growing the groove.
Okay. Anybody else?
It's dynamic.
It's dynamic? It's
It's
dynamic.
always changing.
Ah, very good. Okay. So it's not static. It's not a riff. Like when we hear. That happens over and over and over again in that song. Don't get me wrong. I love that Zeppelin. And even. There are a lot of songs that have riffs. Alright? This isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's kind of almost like a hook for your ear, that riff. So a walking line is indeed dynamic. It's changing. It's not static like a riff is. So, keep looking at that door, forgive me. I know there's supposed to be more of you than there are. So, okay, what else? What else do you hear when I say walking bass lines? What do you think of? Cameron?
Is it not repeated song?
I want to avoid that. That's actually the beauty of it. It's constantly changing.
Oh,
Matt?
First, it's the octaves.
Yeah, that can definitely be part of it. You guys are all hitting good points on it. So, okay, if you're not sure, let me hit something here for Cameron. I remember where I had saved it on here. I had to dust this thing off today. Forgive me if it's too loud. I haven't really tested it yet. That's me just jamming along today. Put it in the deeper. So I'm going to start from the top and watch how I play it. Okay? If I can go over that a little bit. Okay, here we go. Did you guys hear that? They did that whole twice, right? But the line, if I'm doing my job, and I was trying to do my job, change each time, okay? So that's what we're looking for in a walking line. So walking line, basically, it's a big part of the rhythm section. It helps hook all the guitars, the horns, and this isn't just a jazz thing, as he mentioned, but let's say in a jazz context for a moment, hooks all that part of the band in with the drummer. If it's really good, you can tell, you should be telling the rest of the band exactly what part of the song you're in. Should be right. There we go. Okay? So you can communicate information. You keep the band on track. They know what part of the song you're in. All right? And you also have that nice tension of it constantly changing and never staying the same. I also think of it, one very important point that a bass player, that was important in my life coming up, taught me was you are always propelling the band towards the one of the next change. You're always pushing them, pushing the band into the next change. Does that make sense? So you should be, that told me, a little bit authoritative when you walk. All right, and then also guide. And the other thing is you also don't want to cheat and get to the bar telling the changes. Don't jump on the head. Okay, so you have that. It's dynamic. It's pushing the band. It's changing. And it's a big part of jazz. It's right on that. You know, Ron Carter, most recorded jazz bass player. It's also a big part of other types of music. You can use it in blues. You can use it in rock. I played in a Celtic rock band, and most of my lines were walking lines underneath the fiddle player. Our guitar player was very static. He was a bluegrass player, and I'm not picking on bluegrass by saying that. I'm really not. But he just kind of was a strummer. He just would strum the changes. So I had to keep it interesting and keep it moving and give it a push. Because that's what I saw my job as, to keep it grooving as well. So you can use it in a lot of types of music. I know you've done Celtic rock too, and a lot of your lines were approaching walking. So, okay.